Player 2 has joined the game.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 64 of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. As always, we're coming to you from the Pool House Recording Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. And also, as always, I'm one of your hosts here, Kevin, along with my brother from my mother, Sean.
How we doing?
Fantastic. Hey.
That's my radio voice.
That's not a radio voice.
That's my radio face.
I got to email Cerrito.
Oh, crap.
Speaking of
I thought you
radio.
had already done that.
No, because okay.
Hey, we got a couple weeks.
And we got Trivia Mania before it. So we should be able to... He'll be doing that. He doesn't normally do video games.
Yeah, he does.
He'll be doing Trivia Mania.
Yeah.
So, yep. All right. What's up?
Oh, cold.
Friggin'...
Chance of snow in Memphis, Tennessee in the middle of March.
We're recording this Saturday night. We've got threats of like winter weather and stuff happening. And the funny thing is I'm now on vacation for spring break.
Woo!
There's no spring break about this weather. This is ridiculous.
No, it's cold out there.
It is. As Graham would say, maybe it'll be snowing to beat 60 tonight. I still don't.
I don't remember Graham saying that. I just remember Dad saying it.
Well, when I
because
asked,
Graham said it.
Yeah, I asked him about it, and he said, no, Graham said it all the time. It's back then, 60 was like going fast. If you were going over 60 on the highway, you were flying, which is why something to beat 60.
Snowing to beat 60.
It's just
I always thought
anything
it
to
meant
beat 60.
that maybe there's a big snowstorm in 1960.
That's right.
And wow,
that's what I thought.
It's going to beat 60 out there.
It's snowing to beat
1960.
77 out there. The blizzard is 77. No. So, yeah, we're recording this Saturday night. So if anything happens at PAX East, normally we record Sunday night or Monday night. So we're one night earlier because I'm going out of town for a few days. So if anything happens, like if Kind of Funny breaks up or something, why would that happen? We don't know about it yet. So the funny thing, again, Saturday night, if you follow us, you're probably a Kind of Funny person. If you're a Kind of Funny person, you know everything that went down. I guess it was Wednesday by now. I think it was Wednesday that all this crap happened.
Well, yeah, it was whenever International Women's Day or National Women's Day or... Yeah.
I mean, if you don't know, I think a lot of people, even outside of video games, know about this now. It's ridiculous. I think it's completely overblown by the response I got on my one tweet that I sent to Greg in response to his statement. I think a lot of other people feel the same way as I do. Seeing as how it has over 2,000 likes now, which is insane. And all I said was, I think the bigger joke in this whole thing is the fact that they even had to make the statement at all, and that I think they didn't have Colin's back. So I've been thinking about this. If you don't know, go look up @NoTaxation on Twitter. He made a joke that wasn't,
well received.
And it's not even that it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. I mean, it was like...
it was like...
Geez.
It was
roll
good
your
for a
eyes like,
chuckle.
oh, gosh,
it wasn't
okay.
like... Yeah.
And I know Colin. I mean, I don't know Colin, but I know Colin. I know he did it to get a reaction.
For the reaction, yeah.
But now what I had forgotten about when I went back through there, because I watched, so Friday night, last night, was when they had, Kind of Funny had their panel. And before they did anything, Greg was like, guys, can I talk for a minute? Yeah, we'll do the regular panel and all the other stuff, but let me talk here for a few minutes. And he went on for about 4 or 5 minutes and just... He was almost, you could tell his voice was like cracking, especially when he looked over and he saw Jen and he said, and Jen's over there and I love her so much. And you could tell, he said he hasn't eaten in 2 days. And basically what he was saying is, we're better than this. And he wasn't even talking about Colin's tweet. What he was talking about more is how, what is clearly evident is the fan base is split down the middle right now, pissed off. If you go look at the likes and dislikes, their videos they put up, Thursday, Friday, other than Colin's videos. Colin's videos were his interview videos. Yeah. They're like 0 dislikes, 1 million likes. Right. Everything else is like half and half, which they never have that many dislikes. And it was there for a reason. If you go in the comments, you can see it. Greg was more talking about we are better than this. This is why we broke away from IGN. We want to get the community of good people who love each other and who are friendly and don't do this. And he said, basically, you guys got to stop it. Which I haven't actually seen that. Like, even the people that have disagreed with me. Oh, the Magic lost to the Cavs. Amazing. Even the people that have disagreed with me have just been like, it hasn't been like them's fighting words or anything, because my tweet got a whole lot of play, so I got a lot of replies and everything. Like, but it hasn't been, people being pissed off and stuff. But one thing, when I was listening to Greg, he said something that I was like, wait, there was 2 tweets? Because he said there was 2 tweets of Colin's, and they're both still up. I had forgotten about the second tweet. The second tweet was not smart.
You're insulting your fan base, basically.
Which Tim did also. Let's call it. I don't want these kind of fans. You don't. That's funny.
But at the same time, Colin has said he doesn't want. Basically, he wasn't saying everybody out there sucks. He's saying the people that are getting upset about this suck.
But he didn't. He called them,
and he's basically saying those are the people. He doesn't. I mean, similar to what Tim said. He's like, I don't want
they
these
both.
people
That's true. They both were kind of calling out. Yeah,
right.
But he called them humorless sacks of excrement.
Yeah,
I've forgotten about that. Now that was not smart. At first, I thought that was just because that was when Justin Davis, who again we've talked about this before, he only tweets at Colin when he's trying to be like, man, why are you gonna be like that? And he was like, why are you gonna be like that? He tweeted, is this the person you want to be?
Right.
And Aaron was like, why do you only tweet him?
Right.
Like all the other IGN guys are very friendly. Even when Colin and Max went back and forth on election night, they cleared the air and everything was fine. And they talk about each other on the air. Everything's fine. Justin Davis is the only one. I don't know if he's jealous about them breaking off to do their own thing. I don't know what it is, but obviously he does not like Colin. And I replied to him and I was like, just to be fair. And then he was going back and forth with Aaron. And I was like, remember how Colin said he never considered you guys friends and you were like, oh, boo-hoo. I'm like, this is why. This is exactly why. You only tweet him when you want to be like, hey, mister, I don't like that.
That's not nice.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyways, Greg said, so the tweet was sent in the morning. They went into work. They were there for a couple hours. He and Colin talked multiple times about it. Sounds like it might have gotten a little testy from both sides, but Greg didn't like it. He said he didn't like either of the tweets. The first one I still say was harmless.
I can understand not liking the second one.
Yeah, the first one was just like, again, it was a troll of a tweet. I will say that, and I don't like people trolling, but it still is Colin. It's how he is. So, anyways, Colin, and then they were at work, and he came in. Then he was doing something. He came back in. He said to Greg, "Hey, you know what?" Or no, this was when they were back at the apartment. He's like, I'm not going to go to PAX. Like, I don't want to put you guys through this. I did this. It's not fair to you. It'll be such a distraction, blah, blah, blah. Greg was like, no, I want you to go. Colin then apparently told Greg, hey, why don't you just tweet out that you benched me? And Greg said, holy crap, thank God I did not tweet that out. Because just imagine how worse this would have been if I told people I told Colin to stay home.
Yeah.
That would have been the end. Kind of funny.
Yeah.
But then apparently Colin helped him write the statement. Oh, my neck hurts. We'll get to that in a minute. He wrote the statement. Colin edited it and said, no, you're not making your point better here. Let's do this instead, blah, blah, blah. I don't know that I really believe that after Colin tweeted out the Bill Maher thing today. Like, I didn't watch the video. I just know, but you don't have to apologize and stuff like that. But I don't think
you should watch the video.
I don't really think that Colin helped write this statement if then he puts up the Liberty flag and he does I don't know. I still think something's off. It's going to be very interesting, and I won't get to see it because we're going to be in St. Louis for a few days. What the morning and they probably won't do a morning show Monday anyways because they'll be tired from PAX. But Tuesday, I hope it's Colin and Greg. I hope actually it's all four of them doing the morning show, and they need to actually talk this out in front of people. I still say their silence by Greg and Tim has been crap because they've got to go out to just put out that statement. And then he said he turned off Twitter. He's like, this will go over fine. It'll be okay. And then they were like, dude, no. And then Colin came to Greg and was like, dude, people are flipping out. And that's when Greg was just like, I can't believe this is happening. He can't eat all this stuff. Colin said one guy tweeted him. I thought he was going to say my tweet. I was like, oh, God, no, please. I don't need any more attention on this tweet now. He said some guy tweeted him was like, it's like Costanza. Oh, God, now I can't remember. It was a Costanza reference about something about Costanza and him not wanting to go to PAX. So he did this on. George trying to get fired basically from the Yankees.
Oh,
That Colin did this so he wouldn't, because he hates going to conventions and stuff. And they laughed about it and everything. And Greg thought it would be fine, and then it just kept snowballing and snowballing. So I don't know. That was me rambling a lot.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I want these guys to be okay, and I think they're okay.
They'll be fine. Like,
it's just frustrating, and this is why you don't. It's tough to go into business with family or friends. We would know because we're making millions of dollars on this YouTube channel. And it's really fractured our relationship.
Yeah.
Not really. We're not. No, you know that. But it's tough. Like they've been best friends for like 10 years, and it's different when you're best friends that work together at a company than best friends that own a company. 2 or 4 people that own it. Well, Kevin owns like 1% or whatever, but. You're co-owners of a successful organization now.
Right, and you got to watch what you say, and it's just,
but again, it's not like he tweeted it from the @KindOfFunnyVids account. He tweeted it from
his own
Colin's
personal thing. Yeah, I don't know.
Not to mention, and now, so Dave Rubin tweeted about it. He said, "Man makes a joke, bigoteers get rowdy or whatever," and that riled people up because Colin retweeted that, and now he's going on Glenn Beck's show tomorrow. Like he's going. I still say at some point, Colin. Regardless of what you think of Glenn Beck or what your political leanings are and stuff, I'm happy for Colin. I'm happy he got to go on the Rubin Report. Yeah. I'm happy he gets to go on Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck has like 1.5 million followers or something like that. He's calmed down a lot actually in the recent years. Like he's come out and said he was wrong about Obama, and like he's come a lot more from the right, more to the middle. So it'll be interesting. I would love to hear. Like I don't know if his show goes up as a podcast or something, but I would love to hear that segment. Monday, well, it's going to be way too late by the time you watch this, but Monday morning, Colin was on the Glenn Beck show. So, I don't know.
Can't we all just get along?
Let's just all get along. Like, we've met so many good people from Kind of Funny for this thing. Like, every time I watch one of our podcasts or any of our videos or I listen to it or whatever, and I hear that intro music and I'm just like, man, Bernardo is awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
shout out to Bernardo.
Shout out to John Bernardo. Like,
we love the music.
And he's got something else coming. I see him tweeting. I'm very happy about this. Let's get back together. We won't have an audio failure this time. We got our stuff worked out now, John, so let us know. But yeah, every time I listen to music, I'm like, this is so cool that somebody we don't know in a country that isn't ours, it's Canada.
Basically.
Like, just was like, find us on the boards and was like, hey, you guys need intro music? I'll give you something. Like, really? That's awesome. I mean, there's so many people. Logan found us because it's Kind of Funny and everything. Logan's been killing it on leftylogie.com and going on the Irrational Passions podcast. I tweeted him last night about that. He's a really good writer, and I'm happy to read his stuff whenever he puts it out. It's just like, there's so many good things about Kind of Funny, and we're only doing this really because of Kind of Funny. I mean, really, before, I guess, Podcast Beyond before that, that's what actually even got me thinking about doing this. But seeing Kind of Funny in the community and the great community that it is, that's why we're here. Let's not screw that up. Like, if you didn't like Colin's joke, okay. It was a joke. Let's move on. If you liked his joke and you didn't like Greg's response, like me, okay. And then, like, actually seeing Greg talk, I'm like, man, I love that guy so much. Yeah. And I know his intentions, it's a business. Like, he has, I get it. But let's just all be friends. Let's move on from this.
Best friends.
Yeah. And let's move on. This week will be better, especially when they can break their silence. It's not just at a panel out in Boston. So, yeah. I don't know. Anything else?
No, I think it was overblown in the beginning, and the fact that it's still this hot is like, all right, people, let's just, we need to move on. We need to move on, and we need to move on. So let's move on. So speaking of why my neck hurt, I went to Get Air today, which is a trampoline park you might have heard Sean talk about on here before. That's the first time I've actually jumped there other than just taking the boys there. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, but you've done the other
at the other one. Yeah. I like the other one better still because it's so much bigger, but it's also like 45 minutes away.
I mean, this is right down the street.
I hurt myself, and it hasn't even tomorrow. Oh God, tomorrow's gonna be really bad. But like my upper back and my neck hurt. My knees have leveled out now; they're fine. But I'm pretty sure. So they've got that like high dive thing where you can just jump off on the thing. I jumped off, and I dropped an elbow once. It was pretty good form. I like to think I can drop a good elbow. And then I just went back up.
Or it's just like a...
I did kind of like mankind jumping off the top of the cage.
I can't jump off the thing. I'll just kind of... Yeah.
Just let me get to that. And yeah. Then I did a flip, and that was thought I saw my life flash before my eyes. And
I would do that.
I did a forward flip also, which is even harder. I should have just done backflip, but whatever. Then I was like, Nick, you want me to go up one more time? Yeah. And he had finally got off dodgeball, and he came over at this point. I was like, guys, should I do a 5-star frog splash? You're like, yeah. So I go up there, and I'm standing there, and I'm like, this is how Shane felt on top of Hell in the Cell.
Or on top of like the backlash set. Or
oh, God. Or King of the Ring. I think it was King. Was it King of the Ring? No, King of the Ring's when he went through the glass.
He did,
yeah. So I'm up there, and I'm like, okay, you just jump, and you go like this, and you go like this, and then you go like this. I wish I would have given one of the boys my camera to videotape.
Oh, if I was going to do that, I'd be like, I want this on video because I'm never doing it again.
I jumped. I kind of fell and was like, my arms went like, and I just was like, boom. And I just landed. My legs, I don't think they ever moved. I think they were straight as a board. And I just hit, and I kind of like, instead of landing, I didn't dive like I'd be
But
dead.
You came down like
But I came down more like chest first,
yeah.
and I think I kind of, everything kind of just bent the wrong way. So I think that's what I did.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So that was painful, but, oh, God. What you been doing?
I don't know. Went to IKEA today.
Oh, God. Is it still a nut house there? How long's it been open?
It was... I mean, I've been to IKEA before. It was typical IKEA. Like, every IKEA is pretty much always kind of busy.
Yeah.
This is just that. It was busy, but it wasn't like... I think before they were having people park at, like, Bellevue, and they were shuttling them. It was not that. Like, you can park... Like,
you couldn't pay me to go deal with that crap. Yeah. There's no way.
But no, it was fine. We had a spend $250, get $25 off coupon in the mail. So we went... we bought 2 cutting boards for like $3.40. It was just, we were really just seeing what was out there. Like, we kind of need a coffee table, but we didn't see anything that was there. And so we pushed a stupid cart around the whole time, and it never had more than 2 cutting boards in it. But I don't know. It was fine. Yeah, I don't know. That's about it. Besides,
I was going to say, so what have you been playing this week? I bet you guys can't guess what we've been playing.
I want the stupid thing to tell me how many hours I've put into this.
I know it's been over a week.
Because
I bet
I'm doing the math. Like, I've had it for 9 days now. I bet I've put 25 to 30 hours in.
I know you've put more time in than I have. And it pisses me, especially me going out of town, because I'm not bringing the Switch. We're going to be out doing stuff all day. There's no point. And I don't have a case, so I'm not. Even though we got. Oh, by the way, we got. Go to Amazon. We're not paid. We don't get like affiliate links or whatever it is. Go to Amazon, look for screen protectors. If you have a Switch, get the one that's the glass screen protector. My battery.
It's like Tech Mat or something.
Yeah, it's $10 for
and you
2.
Get 2 of them.
It's the tempered glass thing. It's perfect. We both put ours on. You can't tell it's even there. I will say it's definitely more snug going into the thingamajiggy, into the dock.
Yeah, but I kind of like that.
I like that.
It like guides it in. Right, yeah.
So we both got through. We got through the time until we got a screen protector without getting a scratch on it. Thank God, because I would have. I didn't even think about it, but I was.
I feel like you would almost have to like. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the dock. And like just slant. Like if you're just. Boom or
see, it wasn't like
there's no way that is gonna scratch. At least the way I've seen some of these pictures.
Yeah,
they have like big like gouges in the screen.
Oh, I haven't seen that. What I've
doing?
seen is like down in like the bottom left corner or bottom right corner. That it's like maybe they leaned it. Maybe instead of it going straight down, they leaned it. They leaned it and rocked with it a little bit or something. I don't know.
Right.
I've been keeping track manually of my hours. I played about another hour today. So let's see. 3.5, 5, 9, 12, 16, 18, 19 and a half. Yeah. So I'm at about 21 hours.
Yeah, I bet I'm 25 to 27.
I need to write down how long I've played it today. 1.5 hours. So you're getting deeper into it. You've beaten 3 dungeons.
I've beaten 3
2.
dungeons. I finally
And by the way, there might be some light spoilers here, but we're not
if you don't
want to
know anything, fast forward.
Yeah, we're not going to give any spoilers.
No real spoilers.
By the way, one quick spoiler hat on for just 10 seconds. If you're on podcast, just use the 15-second button. Okay, spoilers. Zelda seems like she was a bitch.
I don't really care for this version of Zelda.
This is not the Zelda that I know.
Yeah,
I don't like.
She's not very like princess.
She's like, just I don't need someone because I found another memory. It was the ancient ruins or something.
I think I've still just got the 2.
It's the one right outside a shrine, and she's like, I told my father I don't need anybody following me around and blah blah blah. So I don't. It's a very interesting take on her. Okay, all right.
Wait, so have you found 2 or 3?
I found 2.
Okay, so I think I did find that one. I can't remember where.
She goes outside a shrine and she's got the Sheikah slate and she's like,
I guess
it doesn't activate.
Yeah,
and then she sees him and she's like, what? Why are you here?
Right,
it's just, she doesn't seem like a warrior princess like she was when she was Sheik. She also doesn't seem just like a damsel in distress. She seems like a bratty little punk.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure that'll get, when we actually see her now, I'm sure that'll change. But so what are your thoughts? You've been playing it more, you said about 25, 27 hours. I love this game the more I play it. Like, I've been doing nothing for the last 4 hours I've been playing this game than trying to find shrines and just slowly making my way towards the next dungeon I want to go to, but finding shrines so I can get more hearts. So hopefully I can go get, what.
Yeah.
And I love that. And I even love, as much as I hate them, I love when I come across a guardian. Because it's just like, it's almost, it's not like Resident Evil. So, but it is pure fear. Like, I've never had fear.
Right, when you're just not running around or flying, all of a sudden you see that red dot and you're like, oh,
and
no,
the music changes
to
or like when I was going up to activate a tower one time, I saw a guardian patrol and I was like, oh, that one I was telling you about where I go up, duck, duck. I see that guy patrolling. I'm like, I'm going to go way over here, and then I'm like, tiptoe all the way to the thing, hoping he won't see me. And then I get close and that thing activates. Then I run to the other side, the other thing activates. I'm like, I'm dead. I'm just dead.
Oh,
I did die once, and then I was like, wait, it looks like it's like, and then I thought I had to do what I ended up doing, and it worked. But
I found, I almost don't even want to tell you, but so I found, I won't say where, but I got to this part on the map where I got to this like secret part of this part. And it was like it was like a legit like guardian like graveyard. So you can go and like scavenge, you can find like screws and gears and whatever. I'm like,
of course you're like
chest. So I found a chest. I opened the chest and like 5 of them, once you open it, come to life. And I've got like laser beams all over me. And I'm like running back to like get out of there. It's
was there anything in the chest or was it just a trap?
No, it was actually a piece of armor. It was actually a pretty good find. But so I mean, it was.
Did you make it out alive?
Oh yeah, I got smoked, but I only got hit once, and then I was able to get out before.
Oh, because you've got enough hearts to where it's not a one-hit kill. Then
yeah. I have enough hearts now to where there's very little. There's probably nothing that could kill me in one hit now, I think.
Oh, the other thing, that shrine I did, we were talking about at dinner. You also get the shield, and it says the shield can deflect their stuff.
Right. Yeah.
I've seen videos. Apparently, I don't think I'm ever going to try it because it won't work. You can do the parry thing with their blasts, I guess.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
Have you tried it?
No, but I wouldn't even.
Have you killed any of these things yet? I used my arrow on that.
I did on one.
How?
So when you get how when you go to Hatino, that lab, and then she's like, oh, you got to go see Robbie in this other lab.
Oh, yeah.
So I found that lab.
Okay.
And it's a similar thing where you have to like light the furnace thing, except it's a much longer trek that you have to take the flame. There's a bunch of and stuff you get to this part where it's like, okay, here's the last like torch thing that I light, and there's the furnace that I have to light, and there's one of those stupid things, and there's
guardian?
Nowhere to hide to where you can't like run, because you can't run because as soon as you hit X, you put it away. So you have to just walk, and like there's no way to dodge. So I had to fight that thing, and it was in a decent location where I could kind of hide behind rocks right up next to it, and I just kept
just throwing bombs at it. It
took like 100 bombs, but I killed it. Like,
was that with your upgraded bombs?
Yeah. I mean, 100 may be exaggerating, but it took a lot.
So there's another architect in Hatino, or was the original one in Hatino?
That's Hatino. Yeah.
Okay, so the other one is somewhere else.
Yeah, it's the Akala lab or something like that. It's not as good. It's not as good.
Okay.
I haven't actually done anything in it yet, but
Okay.
I'm 9 days in, and I still love this game more and more every time I play.
I do too, and it's like
I'm almost ready to call it and be like, "This is it."
I'm gonna wait because unless something completely horrible happens,
something bad could happen, and maybe it sucks. Like the ending, I don't know, but
I don't even know. But then again, it's like
if it keeps trending the way it is, this is gonna be my all-time new favorite game.
and endings in a lot of games do suck,
Right.
but that doesn't ruin the game. So even if it's like, I don't even know what would be. It would.
I read something, or I saw something on Twitter about this game does not fit the Zelda timeline. I'm like,
I thought I
what?
saw that, and I was like,
And I went to
damn
read it,
it,
and it's like, spoilers, don't read any further. I'm like, crap. Like, I want to read the story, but I'm like, I don't want spoilers.
I saw it too. I wish I didn't even read the tweet, but they said, yeah, this does not fit in the Zelda timeline. I'm like, what does that mean?
Right.
So does that mean
there's like 3 different timelines
already? Or is this
so.
just like, this isn't even, I hope it's not that this isn't really Link. I mean, well, what is it? There's no real Link anyways.
Well, yeah, there's
Link is us.
several links.
Link is
we
Venom
are
Snake.
Link. Link is
Big
the
bones.
link between
The Between
Link is
Worlds
Big Bones.
and the Link to the Past.
But yeah, I'm on my way to my last dungeon now. I'll probably beat that, but I'm not going anywhere near Ganon. I want to
Until you just level the hell up. Yeah.
I'm not even that I'm afraid. Like I just want to.
wanna
When I
enjoy
beat
it.
Ganon, I want to be.
You want to
like,
get so you want
I don't
want to
beat Ganon and be like, okay, let's go find some more shrines now. Because
So you want to get all the memories first too.
yeah,
Okay.
memories and shrines, and those are the main.
I don't know that I'm
things.
going to do 120 shrines just to get Link's old clothes. I'm sure the armor is great on it or something. But
Yeah,
I
that's
think-
true. I may not do that before I beat it, but I will like to do it at some point, just for my own.
This is
And I know
def-
there's not even trophies, but if there were trophies,
Right.
this would be the game that I want to platinum. So we'll see. I'm curious once I beat Ganon. Like Alana said, she put in 50 hours and she was 10%.
That's
so
insane.
I'm curious to see when I beat it. I mean, I'll beat it, I would think, before 50 hours, unless I'm a lot closer to 50 already than I thought. But I'd be curious to see when I beat it. Am I about where she was? Am I 10% or am I like 50%? Like, I don't know. I've done
Well, because
a
you
little
gotta
over a
think-
third of the.
Well,
of
and
the
it all
shrines.
depends. Does anything count more percentage wise? Like,
Do you
the
need to
shrines
take
count more than side
pictures of
quests?
every single thing for your stupid compendium? Like, I don't know
Oh,
what
of
counts.
course, yes, that definitely
So-
will count. Yeah, that's like collecting the animals and stuff in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of fun, and I'm just having so much fun just exploring, like just looking around the map and be like, ooh, this is like places you would think would be like wilderness, like way off, like in the corner or something, somewhere you would never ever have to go, and it's like, oh, they named that mountain, or there's a little tiny pond down there, and they give it a name, like.
Or like I get to
The amount of detail in this game is
You
insane,
see
and
why
it
it
just
took
makes
them
me
as
want
long
to
as it
explore
did.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to like a new area. Like I was running over towards this shrine today, and then I looked up on the hill, and there was one tree up there. I was like, "That is telling me I should go up there."
Yeah.
So I run up the hill and everything. I get up there, and there's these two like, what were they? Were they Sheikah stones or something? That there are things in here that kind of look like the Sheikah stones from Ocarina.
Yeah.
And it was two things in front of a tree, and one had like a little wooden box with an apple in it.
Oh, I've seen
And
a
there was
couple of
another
those.
one with no apple in it. So I put an apple in it, and here comes the Korok guy. And like, oh, here you go. Here's a seed.
I feel like I tried to do that, but I couldn't get the.
You got to drop it just right.
and it
Yeah.
would just like bounce off it. I'm like, this isn't worth it. And then
It
but
bounced
it's just
out
a Korok
twice.
thing.
It bounced out twice for me, and then it went in. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
Korok. And again, I was like, I'm going to level up my weapon things. I want more weapons. So I
Right,
haven't.
yeah.
I still can only do 4 shields and however many.
I think I upgraded shields once. I've done weapons like 3 times, I think, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I absolutely love this game.
The game is amazing.
My only
yeah.
one thing I wish, which part of me is glad it's not in the game, but it would be helpful. So think back to Link Between Worlds. Remember how you had to find all the little seashell guys? Yeah. But it would show on the map, be like,
there's one here.
there's like 7 left here, and
In
this
this
big there's
square,
2.
yeah.
And then I wish there's something like that for the shrines. Like,
It's going to get to the point where I go to IG because IGN has an interactive map that I clicked on and never was like, I don't want to see anything. But you can just go like, open that, click shrines, and they'll go, boop, and they're everywhere. So then you can look at
Really?
yours, be like, okay.
see which ones are missing.
Yeah.
It may come to that, but I don't want to do that. But
No. I'm going to get as many as I can naturally so I can get the thing.
Yeah.
Speedrunner today I saw on Kotaku. Did you see that?
I didn't see it today.
Hour. He's beating it in under an hour. I don't even know how that's possible. So that means because there's no way. I didn't watch it obviously because I don't want to see. I don't even want to see what the end Ganon fight is. But you have to get off the Great Plateau. You have to do those shrines.
Right. That alone
and you
seems
can
like it should take an hour.
It took me 2 hours, I think.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, of course, I was just taking my time. And
it's
once
not. Hyrule Castle is not exactly close. It's still a good hike.
Well, all I saw is they had a GIF.
I think when you don't beat the bosses, you have to fight them at Hyrule Castle.
Oh my god!
If you haven't already fought them in the dungeons,
so either way, you have to have them.
I think so
to fight Ganon. I still
unless
wonder,
they're just there, but you can run past them. Maybe you don't have to fight them, but I don't know.
All the cool things that they've alluded to in the story, which we didn't know about the Guardians and what they were in the past. I am so interested to when we get to that final fight. If things are going to turn back to how they were back then.
Yeah.
If it's going to be an all-out assault.
Yeah.
But, so what I was going to say is I saw a GIF in the Kotaku thing, and I clicked on it because I could tell it was just Link going towards a horse. He's doing it naked, apparently. It's just Link in his boxers. I don't know how... I need to go back and just favorite that. So once I've beat the game, I can go back and watch. Yeah. He jumps off the Great Plateau. Yeah, it's far away. He glides... drops off his glider, lands on a horse, and just starts going on a wild horse. And it's just, here we go. We're going right to the castle. Oh my God. Speedrunners, I don't know how y'all do it. You guys are amazing. Blows my freaking mind. I don't know how they do it. It's amazing. Anything else you want to share on Zelda? The game, guys, I do think if you don't have a Wii U, and I've got a Wii U, but I wanted the Switch either way. This game has to be played. If you're a Zelda fan, then you don't need me to say anything. You've already got it. But if you're just a fan of video games like this, they have changed the open world game now.
Yeah.
Even the simple fact that the simple addition, it's simple, but it changed the whole game. The climbing thing, where now you can literally go anywhere you want to go.
Yeah.
Even if you haven't upgraded your stamina, if you just cook up some elixirs. Ding, ding. By the way, I love it when he cooks. I love it when he cooks. I don't ever skip it or anything. I love it.
Skipping that.
You've got to play this game. I don't know how. I know people are raving about Horizon. Come back Friday. We're going to finally have some coverage on that with the guys from Nerd 901. Everybody's raving about Horizon. I don't see how it can even come close to this game. I want to do a Friday episode in a couple of weeks or so. 2017, right? If you stopped it right now, this is already one of the best, if not the best year in video game history.
Resident Evil, Switch, Zelda, Horizon,
Neo, Nier Automata is at a 90. God, what else am I forgetting? I can't even think there's been so many games like this game. And we've still got Mario Odyssey, supposedly, Red Dead, supposedly, God of War, maybe. By the way, the voice actor, something said. So there's something that came out that he said or put on LinkedIn or something that's coming out 2017. I don't believe that. I still think it's going to be spring of 2018.
I don't. Yeah.
This year already is one of the most insane years of video games, but I think this is the 98 Metacritic score is perfect. Never mind, it's not perfect, but I mean it's a perfect representation of how amazing this game is. I was worried about this going into it, but as they started showing more gameplay and stuff, I got less worried. And this has blown every expectation out of the water for me.
Yeah,
this is what open world games will be compared. Like what GTA 3 did for open world games, Zelda has now changed the game.
Yep. Literally.